Yeah, we are back now. Yeah, I guess you guys did not hear that I'm restarting the stream. I restarted the stream, so we should have a better connection now. How does it look for you? Yes, we're back. Yeah, I changed to my hotspot. Should work better. No one lives in my house anymore, Eerie. No one you'd want to meet. Yeah, sometimes I have to switch around between the hotspot and the modem for some reason. I don't know. Perks of living outside. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vera Moray, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as a Boyle Manor. Better even. Your dinners are lavish and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said. He was just barely a man. So young. Painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hands. All my friends. I was the only one, Eerie, wet with his paint. Glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. Some little lags. Oh, I see. Yeah, there are some dips again. I don't get why. Yeah, Germany. I should just move somewhere where I have like a stable glass connection. Because this is horrible. It's also around the same time like yesterday, where the internet gets worse. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home. No. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles. Beyond even. All the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves. Holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones carved so deep and polished so bright. Oh, she's talking about the outsider. For the suspense. The legs are for the suspense. Okay. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. I made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far all the way to Dunwall Tower. The royal headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny sword. Okay, wait, I did not get it. Could you specify what you mean with dipping? Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy, carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. I think she killed her husband and made made runes and artifacts out of him. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude lots on the bottle street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him, you and me, in the dreary night, with stars above and below. And always the one with the black eyes, dearie. Oh, I remember the granny. We will see her too. She was creepy. Let's see if we can go here now. Nope. I guess later. By the way, did you ever fix the sofa? Okay, there's still lots of bone charms there.
That clear space for
You like, but he.
Attention Dunwall citizens. River traffic is forbidden from landing in the distillery district due to risk of infectious contact.
Okay, we missed out on some bone charms. We didn't see them for some reason. The delay is 15 seconds, but I also did that because it helps with the lag. Why are there so many bone charms? Do we have something better? This is nice. This is nice. We don't need that one. Yeah, we can be a peeping Tom. The others are okay. We can keep it like that. Rumors and sightings. Dodd. Oh, Dodd was also... He was crazy. You did everything for the granny. I think she was always a bit creepy. And considering that she killed her husband, it's a bit... well... For over a year now, I have lived away from the abbey, without the company of my overseer, reverend, or the guidance of the blind sisters of the oracular order. No, this is not really a scary game. I have taken my meals with killers. At the times, I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting in forgotten graveyards and their outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter's gang, and by those rough men and women who make their trade knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who are not fit to live, executing them justly and using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among my murderous colleagues, without taking the lives of the innocent. The goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dodd in order to get close to him. The sofa works, but you don't want to be sleeping more than one day on it. There won't be any jump scares, but there will be a bit of gore. Yeah, but the gore is also a bit cartoony, in my opinion. I think it's more stylized. That's why the graphics also still hold up, even though that game is already a bit old. Of all of the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concerns the Abbey as much as Dodd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos of the Pendician coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead and the witch controlled the crew, with Dodd still a shadow in her belly. The earlier stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence followed. Years we now believe he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and the occult in the great halls of learning and in hidden basements are frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Dodd is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time, before a schism developed, he counted the Bridgemore witches among his allies, all the while he honed his craft. And it is during this time that we believe he began his consort with the outsider. Near reports the murder of a dusky-skinned assassin, paid by the elite to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall, and in the other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop, he gestured, and a noble woman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestone below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has risen in Dunwall, Dodd has been seen leading a gang of men in the dark leather, dressed as factory whalers in their vapor mask. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of his magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have come upon a strange scene, carrying a bottle of milk home to her crippled brother. Thank you, my wife's husband. It's okay, you can call Satan a wife's wife too. I think he don't mind. She was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ready curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment, used by miscreants for gambling and trading habit-weed. And a cool shrine had been erected against the far wall, which she recognized from the teachings given by a local overseer. You know what else is erected? A man she described as resembling Dodd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit, as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There can be no doubt. Dodd is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath and the great purpose of my life. Until Dodd is dead and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way towards him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer mask again until Dodd breathes no more. Why are there so many artifacts? It's crazy. Pizza notes the royal spy. Oh, is this about us? This is the 4th day, month of high cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activities in the distillery district, but more slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning. I grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I see that mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that needs removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instructions from the finest tutors known in the Isles. Yet her mother spoils her and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her how to fight. Oof. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been another pet project. To think that the back in his day Emperor Caldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, the heads of state himself has no interest in security, any fashion. This wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to dream several times each month. If only I had more say in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I've been working too hard in order. Perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Hiram Burroughs, Royal Spy Master.
Attention. Citizens of Dunwall.
Somewhere in the basements below,
Have been added to the
Hound kills
evacuation.
Hound, and
The
the money change
remain in
living
effect
in
through
arms.
the month of rain.
But
Stay
that's
alert
when I
and
retire.
stay loyal.
With my upgrade, I could have the agility upgrade now, but it's okay. Since it does not drop anything. Can you go up, please? Oh, I guess it was just a fish. Was there anything up there? Why is this so hard? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Rewire tool. The same consumes the rewire tool. Neat.
If she lives until tomorrow, her day off, she will be mauled by weepers and left for dead. Deals are made here, sometimes under the influence of wine.
I had a sailor for a
Sometimes
boyfriend once.
the
He
influence
thought
is
he'd
the
strike
point
gold
of a
digging in the
knife.
Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Part of the soul live in the heart? If the heart keeps beating, does that mean that the spirit is never released into oblivion? I can keep a heart beating forever with electricity, but what does that mean for any essence trapped within? It'd be easier if I created these processes in waking hours. I am uneasy pursuing avenues that emanate from my dreaming mind.
Yeah, he must see the outsider too.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then fresh bottles are fetched from cellars. Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
Okay, it was like that.
Havelock stopped in earlier, but I forgot what he wanted. He's waiting to see you.
Oop. It was dangerous. I guess not. I think this will be Emily's room if I... Well, let's talk to Havelock.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes you have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, him get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you.
Okay.
Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer.
He has the bloodlust. He tried to seize control of the military after the Empress, the Empress was murdered. Look at him. Admiral Havelock grows restless on land. All the rest.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised, the river crust infestation has spread down...
Lights her hands. They are raw and scarred from the washing. The conspirators have found a safe home here. The taste of river brine. The sober speak in whispers and reports to the overseers. The old man claimed a dark corner and drank himself into oblivion. The hounds were the first to find.
My only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Okay. Okay. Also getting late. And the internet connection is giving out a bit. So I'm thinking if we should continue the next time, tomorrow with that. Or nah. I mean, we could also already go in, but yeah, that's pretty good to see. So when we get there, the main objective would be, of course, to eliminate the High Overseer. And get his journal. And I think we will also try to get to spare Captain Curnow. This should be doable.
Hound kills hound, and money changes hands.
Let's see if we can talk with Piero again before we go. Oh! Piero's door to nowhere. The door to nowhere has proven to be a safety hazard, but for me, this project is a source of inspiration. With the proper application of energies, I believe I can transform the door frame into a window of sorts. One that will allow a traveler to cover the distance from a workshop to some distant, arbitrary point in a single step. Currently, the step leads to a sheer drop straight down into the courtyard, but in time it will bring gaps that will bridge gaps that will boggle the mind. Such work is many years away, to be sure, but if I survive this plague, I'm sure to succeed. So he's working on portals. Neat.
What can I do for you?
I have enough coins to get another rune. Okay. Yeah, easy. We got the double jump now. Okay. We're actually good. Let's save.
Such laughter, and they're singing the old songs, linking arms. But that was from a happier time. Samuel Beechworth went to sea to forget a
When you want to
hopeless
set out,
love. He
just give the word.
succeeded.
I'm ready when you are, sir.
Yeah, I think we will start this tomorrow. I know I just saved, but I'm just gonna save again. I think we are calling it for today, and we'll continue
I'm at your
tomorrow
service.
or later. It's, I guess for me it's already tomorrow.
I look forward to my adventures.
But yeah, guys, I will call it a day. Thank you for joining. I hope you had fun watching. And we'll see each other tomorrow. I will probably not sleep right now because I need to wind down first. Maybe watch a movie before sleeping. We'll see. Okay, guys. Yeah. Bye bye. Thanks for tuning in.